How are you? Are you good? Do you feel good? When you come to Ischia, it's the island most beautiful in the world. Come, come.
That's that. And yeah, let's continue the show. Let's go. Ciao belli and welcome officially on another episode of World Soundbites. Today is a very special episode. I'm taking you guys with me to my home, Ischia, the incredible island in the Mediterranean Sea in the south of Italy. I'm gonna show you guys some of my culture, the incredible food that you can eat on the island. You get to see my family, my friends, and for that reason I'm very, very excited. I'm headed to the terminal number 3 at the Manchester airport and I'm gonna catch my Ryanair flight to Naples, the closest city to the island of Ischia. Let's do this. I just want to introduce you guys to a person that I get to call my brother, and it's actually my brother. You know, I call everybody brothers because I love my friends and stuff, but this is Jacopo.
Hello, brothers. I'm the brother.
The actual brother.
The real one.
Exactly. And now we're gonna get some rest. See you tomorrow. The next morning, we drove around long enough to see the Vesuvio volcano and the Napoli football stadium. Recently renamed after Diego Armando Maradona, a true god for the people of Napoli, arguably the best football player in history. And soon enough, it was time for me to board a ship back to the island, but not before stopping for some amazing lunch in front of the water. Okay, so we only got this one dish because I'm rushing. I have to catch the boat to Ischia, but I do want to show you one thing that we do all the time. Scarpetta. Scarpetta translates into little shoe. I don't know why it's called that, but it's the idea that at the end of a good pasta dish, when you're left with all this sauce, you have to take a nice piece of bread and you have to literally mop the sauce with the bread. Try to get some of the stuff in it too, and then you eat it. And that's it.
Scarpetta for me, guys.
The espresso is never as good anywhere in the world as it is here in Napoli and all the towns around Napoli. They usually give you some water with it, and the water has to be drank before, not after the coffee. The goal is for you to clean your mouth from other flavors so that you can truly and fully enjoy the coffee. So we'll do this. A nice caffè espresso. Amazing. You have met my brother last night. I am finally back home in Ischia. It's now time for you to meet La Mamma! And now you get to meet the loudest parts of the family. What's up, guys? This is my baby. It hasn't been opened since I left last year. We'll see how out of shape it is. So bad. You know, there are two very important things that I will never get used to whenever I come back to Ischia. The breathtaking views and my mom's insane cooking. È buonissima. This is why I only give 10s to this woman's cooking right here. 10 is always going to be this standard right here. What are we eating today?
Una bella pizza napoletana.
the first thing I want to do is I want to show you a little bit of the island. So we're gonna go around the entire island today. There's 6 towns, and right now we are in the old fisherman neighborhood called Ischia Ponte. As you will see, there is an amazing bridge that connects the main island to a very small island with an ancient castle on it, which is called Castello Aragonese, possibly the most famous attraction in the entire island. A quick but necessary coffee pit stop, and I was off to the races. I started in Ischia Porto, then stopped in Barano. It was now time to drive through the long and winding road to the most elevated town on the island, Serrara Fontana, with its beautiful, beautiful Belvedere. This is possibly the most, I would say, well-kept part of the island. It's very touristy, but incredibly pretty. The atmosphere is very nice. It's kind of early in the day now. It's still about 3 p.m. But if you come here at sunset, because again, we are in the southwest part of the island. If you come here at sunset, the atmosphere is amazing, and you can get an ice cream, you can get dinner, you can get some cocktails, anything you want really. And there's also a bunch of hotels here. Of course, things here are a little more expensive than the rest of the island, just because of the location is so beautiful and so pretty. I really think that this deserved a stop on the go around that we are doing today. At this point, I was on the west side of the island, and I arrived in the fourth and, in my personal and very arguable opinion, prettiest town in Ischia, Forio. Next stop, the gorgeous La Comeno, with its fungo, Italian word for mushroom, and you can see why, and the beautiful Piazza Santa Restituta. We end the Ischia tour in Casamicciola Terme, and it's now time to get ready for the first restaurant dinner. Okay, for the first restaurant on this trip, I want to take you to a very special person, my very best friend, Francesco. He now has a beautiful restaurant on the Riva Destra, which is right behind me, the right side of the port in Ischia, the main harbor in Ischia. And it's the place where all the cute restaurants and bars are in Ischia, and all the young people go out there at night to have fun. And the food at his restaurant is incredible fresh seafood. We're gonna probably drink some great wine. It's gonna be a very fun night, and I can't wait to show you guys.
Buonasera, buonasera.
For now, let's speak some Italian. I'm gonna put some subtitles under the video. Questo è il mio migliore amico Frank,
buonasera,
proprietario del tiramisù, però parla anche inglese. He also speaks English if you guys need him to speak English. With some cold white wine and incredible fresh seafood, I was set for a great dinner with my good friend Salvatore, an amazing visual artist from Forio.
Per questo fantastico viaggio enogastronomico
Che stiamo facendo questa sera.
che stiamo vivendo qui di fronte al mare.
This for me is a 9 because it's very simple, but when the quality of the product is so good, it's a celebration. One of my absolute favorite dishes to eat in Ischia is paccheri allo scoglio, which is pasta with a variety of fresh seafood. The added bonus here is that the person putting the dish together is my best friend Francesco. This for me is gonna be an 8 out of 10. The quality of the product, the flavors are incredible. If it had been a little bit more creamy, it would have been a 9, 9.5, like really up there. And now, the most important part, piece of bread, you just have to do it. You cannot be in Italy and not do a little bit of scarpetta. You cannot. Okay, so we have a cassata siciliana, very good here. I've tried this last year already, it's amazing. A little piece for me.
One shot.
One shot. This one is easily a 9 for me. It's unbelievable, but this one I already knew from last year. Now, cheesecake, I'm a big fan, but as you can see, this one has pumpkin on top, which I've never tried cheesecake with pumpkin on top. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin, but I'm gonna try it. You can't really taste the pumpkin too much. Also, I think that the cassata is stronger. So if you try that, you have to clean your mouth first, otherwise you won't taste too much of this.
I'm cleaning with wine.
This one for me is an 8-. If I had to pick one, I would pick the cassata. But they're both very good. Ah, qui è arrivato un passitino. Let's try this passito, sweet wine for dessert. Vabbè, questo è pazzesco. Buonissimo. We spent the rest of the evening cracking jokes with the chef and making friends with an amazing Romanian musician basking in the Riva Destra.
Pasará más de 1000 años, muchos más. Yo no sé si tengo amor en la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí, sabor a mí.
Che bello. Yes. Bravo.
Good morning, everybody. I know I'm home, I'm not in a fancy restaurant, but this deserves a video. This is my favorite dish from my mom. I should say one of the 2 or 3 favorite dishes that I have. To my defense, she has way too many incredible dishes that she makes, so it's hard for me to pick one. But this is, historically speaking, the one that I've always enjoyed the most. Welcome to a tutorial for spaghetti alle vongole. Mamma, come facciamo questo spaghetto alle vongole?
Fai il soffritto, aglio, peperoncino e prezzemolo. Poi si buttano le vongole e appena si aprono le vongole si chiude il fuoco. Se no diventano dure, le carni devono essere morbide. Poi si cuociono gli spaghetti, si tirano al dente sollevandoli con la forchetta, non scolandoli perché devono essere belli acquosi, e si spadellano.
E il prezzemolo si mette tutto all'inizio?
Prima quando faccio il soffritto aglio e prezzemolo, poi butto le vongole, metto un altro po' di prezzemolo e poi alla fine, quando è finito di cuocere, fresco sullo spaghetto.
Quindi una parte dello spaghetto alla fine, cioè il prezzemolo alla fine quando è fresco sullo spaghetto. Okay, so this right here, il boccone del re, king's bite. The bottom of the pan is the best part of it all, where all the sauces, the clams, some of the pasta, the best. So I'm gonna take my first bite from the bottom of the pan. Take a piece of bread, really mop this up together. 10 out of 10, every day, all day long, forever and ever. Mwah. I'm about to introduce you to this very special lady. It's my lady, Miss Gabriela Francesca Carrillo, who is visiting me straight from Chicago. We spent a few days swimming, visiting places, and fully enjoying the island. I did not bring my vlogging camera with me because I truly wanted to be in the moment, but trust me, we had a fantastic time. We had lunch seaside, I introduced her to percoque nel vino, which is peaches with wine. We sang like 2 crazy kids in the streets, had multiple croissants for breakfast, and she too got to taste my mom's spaghetti with clams, and also her best dessert, the caprese cake made with chocolate and almonds. What else? I tried to show off my own cooking skills, we enjoyed many wonderful sunsets, and ate unhealthy amounts of fresh mozzarella. For Gabi's birthday, I was able to rent a boat, and we did the one thing I believe anybody who visits Ischia for the first time should do, which is to explore the island from the sea. Navigating around the island allows you to swim in some of the bays that are not accessible from land, and the water there is absolutely perfect. I brought her to Sant'Angelo, which you guys already know now, and which is also accessible from the sea. We had a fantastic day under the sun, and to top it off, that night we had dinner at Indaco, a Michelin star restaurant by Chef Pasquale Palamaro. The restaurant is part of the 5-star hotel Regina Isabella. Unfortunately, by the end of it, I was cooked, and Gabi caught me deep in my struggle.
Nikko!
I've shown you guys the seafood culture from Ischia, but I promised you I will show you also the land culture. Tonight I'm taking you with me to Focolare, an amazing restaurant that you might have already seen on the CNN special that Stanley Tucci did when he came to Italy, and he came to Ischia to learn about the rabbit and our tradition with food.
Hi Nick! How are you?
This place is part of a big association called Slow Food. The association was created in opposition to the entire idea of fast food, big chains like McDonald's, Wendy's, or all the ones that we know around the world. So as a slow food place, they promote local produce, slow cooking, the whole idea of sitting at the table with family and friends and being at the table for hours. So this is all gonna be very natural, very flavorful, and very slow. We're gonna take our time to enjoy the meal, and it's gonna be incredible. Almost every Sunday, me and my family will come up here. This family, the Dunbar family, is my dad's side family, and they're literally cousins of my dad. So I'm used to it, but to see my lady's reaction to this food for the first time is priceless.
As you would say.
First time she's on my video, she's already stealing all my moves, like the...
I'm gonna go back there and fight somebody. What gives you the right to make something like that? That is so good. How am I supposed to go back to going to Chipotle? Did you know that that I used to be vegan?
This is one of my favorites.
No. Stop.
Okay, Silvia, tell me, who is better looking, me or Stanley Tucci?
Stanley Tucci.
Of course.
Of course.
So either way, I love you, and this food is amazing.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Wow.
Every dish, we have to do scarpetta, guys. I may have a position of privilege here because it's my family, so I'm still allowed in here where literally everybody else is gone. But we have finally made it to the dessert. This is
Lemon
the lemon
tart?
tart.
Okay, I love lemon. Once again, delicious. Can never have a Starbucks lemon bar again.
Okay, let's try this. Crème brûlée.
Okay. Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's like, yeah, we're full, but we'll make space. We'll make space for this. I'm so full. I'm barely able to talk at this point. Sometimes when I have a good food experience, instead of giving a number to each individual dish, I decide to give the number to the overall experience. And this is definitely one of those nights. First of all, we had way too many dishes.
It's like rating a concert with every song, you know?
Exactly.
It's the experience of the concert.
The overall experience for me was a 9.5 out of 10.
So many different textures, fresh food, felt like organic experience, truly farm to table. I think it's an amazing way to get to know culture.
Eating is not simply sustenance, it's an experience for the heart, it's an experience for your friends, for your family, for the ones that you love. Focolare, incredible experience. Ischia is a paradise. What are you guys waiting for? Just get here. Just come to Ischia. I think I'm ready to close this video with one last special meal. We're here at the house. All my friends are here tonight. My mom is making pizza at home. We have a brick oven right here, and my mom made the dough herself. Let's go see what she's up to. Il sorriso a 3 Good morning, everybody. We're here at the harbor in Ischia. It's time to unfortunately leave home, and we headed to the Amalfi coast. And so we come to the end of this episode. Gabi and I spent a few days exploring the Amalfi coast, enjoying more breathtaking views, drinking, eating, sunbathing, and doing all the things that are good for the soul. By the time I had to catch a plane back to the US, I felt so incredibly grateful for the place I call home and the people I call family. Come visit Ischia, guys, you will not regret it. Thank you so much for watching and see you all on the next episode of World Soundbites.